I literally saw. I literally just saw this today. On Twitter. From what I understand, though, this is not a recent thing. This has been going on for a good while now. I think it kicked off like yesterday or Thursday. It kicked off this week. But apparently this creator has been getting like harassed or canceled by a bunch of weirdos, calling them a lolicon because they like mint. I got nothing, man. Let's just get straight into it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So over the years, I've covered many situations where YouTubers are being canceled and accused of some very serious stuff. And that is the case again today with the YouTuber Fizz. Now, Fizz is being accused of not only being a full-fledged predator, but also...
Oh, yep. Yeah, you gotta censor that. You gotta censor that one, Rev. Can't say the P word in the first, what is that, 10 seconds of your video? Naughty, naughty.
So, following CP accounts. Now, of course, Twitter users would never make serious, life-ruining allegations like this unless they had serious, bona fide proof to back up those allegations.
Oh, of course. Nobody would ever use those words so lightly. You know, very, you know, charged words with very heavy meanings behind them. You know, calling someone a PDF and claiming that they follow accounts that create, that's those are some pretty big accusations. Those are life-ruining. Those are criminal allegations right there. So nobody on Twitter would ever use such words lightly. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of proof and evidence to back up these claims.
Well, of course, individuals like this have the proof on full display. And to break the immersion here and just kind of get straight to the point, this user is being canceled for interacting with the account of the VTuber Mint. Yes, this...
I got nothing.
This YouTuber is facing life-ruining allegations and being dunked on in viral posts accusing them of the worst things imaginable for interacting with the VTuber Mint. Now, I actually discovered this entire situation through this post right here, where it says, came across a series of threads accusing a YouTuber of being a predator and following CP accounts. After going through...
Yes, the Daikazoku tweet. Yeah, actually, this is how ironic. This is how I also found out about this situation.
Dozens of replies, and finally figuring out what was actually going on. It turns out he just liked mints. What are we doing, man? And you can see...
It's that easy. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Liking Mint Phantom makes you a bona fide PDF file. That's right. That's right, chat. Very, very popular VTuber. I'm sure I follow her on Twitter. I follow her on Twitter. I'm subscribed to her on YouTube. I guess I am a bona fide lolicon? PDF? I don't know, man. I don't know, because the logic... the logic basically is that this person is a lolicon. That's the... So I'm just kind of trying to walk you through the logic here. They're calling Fizz a lolicon, and, you know, we all know how these retards on Twitter feel about, you know, lolly and lolicon. So they're using that logic to conclude that Fizz must be a PD. It must be, right? Must be the big P word for liking Mint. A grown woman. Good shit, man.
Some of the people who are propagating these lies in the replies of that tweet saying, not gonna lie, if you see a childlike VTuber and try to defend it, you're a predator. It shouldn't be hard to denounce lolly. It's a bit hard to say it's gross and think people who support it are creeps and predators. Now you can see this is clearly someone who is lacking brain cells. They can barely...
Yeah, that was a tough read there. By the way, Mint a lolly? I don't know if I would go as far to call her a lolly. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Even formulate a single sentence, let alone use proper grammar, but this is...
English is very hard, Rev.
The
be a little bit sensitive here.
Level of intelligence we're dealing with in the situation where people like this are accusing Fizz of these allegations.
We're dealing with some high IQ individuals here.
The VTuber Mint. So here's Fizz, but his alt account, and this is where everything transpired with these very problematic posts like this, where sharing some photos of Mint, he simply said, she's perfect. And you can see the term...
It's fucking based, man. Mint is pretty awesome. I fucking love Mint, man. I've been a Mint enjoyer for a while. You know, I first found her from when she was still with Niji. I bet you weren't expecting to hear that name in the Big 26. But yeah, and also for those of you that didn't know, Mint was was her name Powder? It's been so long. I think it was Powder. I could be. It's been so fucking long since I've thought about Niji. But basically, she used to be a Niji town. That's the point I'm trying to get. I've been following her for that fucking long, man. Like, it's
really online.
She's awesome. She's perfect. She really is perfect. All right, she's all you could ever want, man. Peak cinema.
Wackadoos in the quotes. Here's a few examples, and there's hundreds of insane posts. But here's some examples.
Oh, no, don't say it ain't so.
Fizz running towards the closest kindergarten. The VTuber he watches barely looks like a child, mocking someone who is trying to say this is not proof he's a predator. Again, this is about interacting with Mint, who is, of course, a VTuber who is controlled by an adult.
A grown-ass woman.
And when it comes to this fiction...
Probably late 20s to early 30s. That would be my guess of how old she is.
Fictional character that is used for the VTuber model, this isn't even a lolly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying! It's like, a lolly? Really? Not really.
By the average standard.
Where?
But people on Twitter are absolutely brain dead. And you have threads like this saying, I've said it before and I'll say it again, but Fizz is a disgusting piece of crap. I'm glad he never got to achieve any success or fame from the 5 Nights at Freddy Plus, and I hope he fades into obscurity that he has deserved for a very long time. And to those who follow his con alt,
you have to no way you have to censor, right? You have to censor. Oh, huh? You have to censor on YouTube?
Disappointed in you.
What?
Now, they're not just canceling Fizz, they're canceling anyone who's associated with him. Like, the bloodthirst is not enough. They're going after other creators.
That's how they tend to operate. You know, guilt by association. That's typically how these retards tend to operate, right? They operate as a mob, right? Mob mentality.
Creators like this pasta individual, where you can see people making posts like this, mocking him after he wanted to leave the internet for a bit, saying still following Fizz F you. Where you have this crude meme here where you have pasta here, and then Fizz exclaiming that he loves illegal material. Again, as pointed out in this quote,
over interacting with Minto.
This is the material being showcased here.
Oh,
it's
man.
just mints. And you
not the Phantom.
You can see wackadoos in the replies of that saying, how are you going to look at this and say it doesn't look like a child? And I guess,
well, if I look at it, that the first thing that comes into my head is not child. That's just projection on your end, buddy. It's not the rest of the normal people's fault that you're always thinking about children.
the
Bit of a self-report, if you ask me.
Artwork here is evergreen. These wackadoos, the supposed normal people, will look at a VTuber and immediately think of children and think you're the weirdo for thinking otherwise.
Very ironic stuff, isn't
deranged. And again, as pointed out in this quote, if you look at this and automatically think child, then I just don't want to live in your head. In fact, I am very suspicious of individuals like this. We have seen mega threads of people looking at characters like Min or anything that is anime themed who call it a literal child or
a literal child,
some sort of illegal material, and eventually they get outed for being actual creeps.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern. I don't know why, but yeah, happens every fucking time.
Themselves, or at the very least, hypocrites by their own standards.
Yep, they're either a giant hypocrite or they get outed for something horrible. Like it happens all the fucking time. Like how many times have we talked about the same subject of lolicon and people bitching and moaning about underage characters? Meanwhile, they're fucking posting like lewd art of like Hatsune Miku, who is canonically 16, by the way, or like Marin Kitagawa, who I believe she's like 15 or 14, or not 14. I believe she's 15 or 16.
But here's some more call-out threads that I pointed out earlier in the video, saying, and to all of you saying Mint isn't a lolly.
She's not.
This is one of the most commonly used emoji combinations used by lolicons. Explain. So yes, this is proof, I guess, that this individual...
God, bro. I just can't operate at I can't operate at this level of retardation, dog. I really just can't. I give so little fucks about this controversy. This Fizz did nothing fucking wrong. I already care so little about what these retards have to say. And on top of all that, I'm also expected to operate at the brain capacity of a fucking retard. You're asking a lot of me here right now.
Must be a predator and should be shamed and ostracized and have their life ruined. These people are incredibly deranged. They're not
a little bit. This is a smidge.
Just term the online. They're misguided, and the fact that they feel so comfortable doing all this is the result of a problem that's been going on for many years, where these people genuinely believe that they're in the right for trying to ruin someone's life over trivial matters like engaging with posts from a VTuber like Mint. You can see Pasta adding on a long thread here,
So
but
stupid, man.
really to get the quick points of this, you can see this one right here saying, and as for the behavior itself, I have seen some claim that it's incredibly obsessive and parasocial, but actually look at the account and it really boils down to his live posting about the current streams this creator has done as they were happening. Yeah, people are pointing out that this is like obsessive behavior, which is very ironic coming from the people.
Very ironic from the people obsessing over this random YouTuber trying to ruin his life and do all this this nothing burger investigation here. Very ironic stuff from the unemployed people trying to cancel someone over a VTuber they like watching.
Scanning through the alt account of a YouTuber.
Oh, and on top of that, it's the alt account. Not even the main. They're scanning the alt account. You really just can't make this shit up.
People are pointing out that this is like
absolute unemployed behavior.
Which is very ironic coming from the people scanning through the alt account of a YouTuber trying to ruin their life for engaging in posts made by Mint, for example.
The devil
would respond
How
to
dare
the
he?
situation with this post, basically using it as a filter post, trying to get all of the toxic people out of his community and to block them if they want to spurg out in the replies and quotes of this post. And of course, the people who are angry at this individual are going to still be angry. In fact, they'll probably be even more angry with this post, but I don't blame them for making a response saying this. Just woke up to the yearly ritual of getting harassed for made-up stuff.
This is the tweet that I saw from Fizz as well. So yeah, I literally just saw this exact post this fucking morning when I woke up. when I woke up in the morning, I was scrolling Twitter on the toilet, and I saw this tweet.
It's been 3+ years of this kind of thing on and off, so I'm used to it by now. And I'm actually busy at the moment, so if you are one of
That's crazy. So this is a common thing that happens to Fizz?
Those weird, creepy roleplay accounts that I dislike, please use this post to leave your spam harassment comment, and I'll get to blocking you whenever I have free time. All I'm going to say is that I love VTubers and VTuber culture and will absolutely get worse and more open about it in the coming months, Based.
Absolutely fucking absolute giga Chad. Fucking awesome.
And
I love it when they double down because there's no reason to apologize. You don't have to apologize for shit. You did nothing wrong. I love it when these creators double down. I fucking love it when they double down because that's all you have to do with a lot of these dramas. With a lot of these nothing burger dramas, there's nothing to apologize for. Just double down, stand on business, 10 toes down. Fuck the retards that are spurging out on Twitter. Nobody gives a shit about their opinion. Based.
Anyone who's uncomfortable by that should definitely leave. Also, please don't equate liking VTubers with actual serious crimes. That should be reserved for actual dangerous people, and taking away the impact of those words to turn them into a joke causes real actual harm in the long run. People who do that constantly and don't care about the implications are genuinely disgusting to me. Anyways, just remember to stay kind, and I'll see you again when I come back home. Now, of course, there is a torrent of miserable, fatherless individuals spurging out in the
emphasis on the fatherless
replies, I guess, kind of to the point of what this individual is trying to accomplish with this post in the first place, kind of proving his points.
Yeah, I mean,
but that is the situation.
Job well done, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is being canceled for interacting with Mint on his alt account. It's literally insane. If this is not peak 2026 Twitter, I don't know what else could be at this point. Very unfortunate, but at the end of the day, common sense prevails, and people who are not brain dead and terminally online, they can look at this and think for themselves and go, wow, you know what? Calling someone heinous stuff for what's being accused here, interacting with a VTuber Mints, yeah, that's uncalled for and also harm.
I know. What a horrible, immoral person. How dare he like Mint?
Harms real victims by watering down the related terms and allegations.
And they always do this, by the way. They always do this, and it never clicks in their brain how they are doing more to hurt real victims. It just never fucking clicks. It never fucking clicks a single time to them. They don't understand how calling everybody a PDF or, calling stuff or over, all centered around anime drawings. They somehow just never understand how this shit waters down the definition of these words and just hurts real victims in the long run.
To something like that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
There you have it, chat. That is the Fizz Mint situation. Absolutely, this is such a fucking nothing burger. This is such a nothing burger drama. And honestly, I wasn't originally gonna talk about this, but when I saw Fizz's tweet and I looked at some of the reactions to it, I had to talk about it, man. I had to talk about it. But I mean, yeah, this shit. This shit gave you some fucking brain damage, man. Shit is fucking retarded. Like, I'm honestly impressed. I'm honestly impressed. I am. I don't know what has to go wrong in your life for you to be this fucking stupid and miserable.